Now, it's been 10 days since the ICC World Cup ended, but the hangover is still not over. The two finalists are currently engaged in a 2020 international series. Yesterday's match saw Glenn Maxwell turn the innings into a personal net session. After Marcus Stoinis departed, the match in Guwahati yesterday went down to the wire. It was Maxwell everybody was counting on. It's during these times when he unleashes his beast mode. His aggressive batting during the third T20 might have reminded many of you of that impressive double 100 at the World Cup. I reckon this T20 international series also mirrors how the Aussies started their World Cup campaign and were back on their feet as it progressed. Maxwell single-handedly ensured Australia's dreams of winning this T20 series is still alive. For me, it doesn't matter who wins the series. When players deliver standout performances, it creates moments that goes beyond the overall result of a tournament.
If there was a lesson on how to thrive under pressure, it should be Glenn Maxwell who should be giving it. The third T20 international match between India and Australia was held yesterday, and this Aussie big show snapped India's two-match winning streak. During the match, what he unleashed was a sight to behold. India put up a target of over 200 runs during their innings, but Maxwell's record-equaling fourth T20 100 in the game helped Australia beat India by 5 wickets to stay alive in the 5-match T20 international series. In doing so, he also joined Indian skipper Rohit Sharma at the top for the most T20 international centuries in men's cricket. Maxwell now has 4 centuries in 92 innings. Rohit Sharma has 4 in 140 innings. His previous T20 International 100 was also against India in 2019. He's continuing his explosive form that was last seen at the World Cup here as well, that impressive double century at Wankhede. And now, a smashing 100 off just 47 balls. It seems like he's far from being done. Here's what former Australian cricketer Mike Hussey said about his knock during Australia's match against Afghanistan at the World Cup.
It's got to go down as one of the greatest of all time. Whether it's the greatest, we could argue that probably for the next year. I think the only argument I'd put forward was that, say Ricky Ponting made a massive 100 in a World Cup final to help Australia win. Adam Gilchrist made 149 in a World Cup final. Does that make the more special? I don't know, but I tell you what, it's got to be right up there with one of the greatest performances of all time.
Maxwell's ability to turn the game in Australia's favour when they need it the most makes him the go-to player for the squad. The Aussies needed 21 runs in the last over yesterday, a task which could have intimidated even the bravest. But Maxwell's composure, combined with his aggressive batting style, allowed him to achieve the seemingly daunting task.
It was his 100th game today as well, and I think that's a really special moment for him. He's been one of our best players that's ever played, and I'm sure he wanted to make it a winning one, and he did it himself.
His inconsistent run during IPLs may have raised doubts on how reliable he is as a middle-order bat who can roll the arm too. But when he dons his national jersey, all those challenges seem to vanish. When it comes to his national team, he shows a different level of consistency. The IPL may see a bit of a lopsided version of Glenn Maxwell, but his rivals are always in maximum dilemma facing his onslaught.